Okay, bonjour. Continuing on with the rest of the packet, we're going to start with exercice 21. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? What happened is what this expression means. It's idiomatic, so you don't have to understand every word there, but qu'est-ce qui s'est passé? It says, utilisez le verbe donner pour faire une phrase dans le passé composé. Use the given verb to make a sentence in the passé composé. So practicing our past tense, no, that's not necessarily the grammar point. We're working on this unit. That's not like what's going to be on a quiz. However, the past tense never goes away. And in fact, you will have the past tense again during this unit at some point, not the sequence, but during this unit for sure. So you have to keep it fresh at all times. So if you want to say allumer, to turn on, you turned on the light. You're going to make sure you have two things. Remember that you need your AV, baby, auxiliary verb, AV, and coincidentally, that's usually avoir. So AV, avoir. Easy to remember it that way too. So j'ai, tu as, il a, nous avons, vous avez, ils ont. There's your conjugations right there with whichever song you learned in the junior high. The past participle for ER verbs you should remember is a crowned E because we mention it almost every class that, oh yeah, crowned E is like past tense ED. As is just an I for IR verbs and just a U for RE verbs. Cool. So let me look at what verbs we have here. In fact, there's only one RE. There's two RE verbs. Okay, but the rest are ER verbs. So since you have an example with an ER verb, I'm going to let you do those ones on your own, and I'm going to skip down to Randra to turn in. So the student turned in the homework, or sorry, it's j'ai, I. So we're going to say I turned in my homework. Not cool? So, because we've got the verb Randra there. So drop RE, add U, because that's what you do with RE verbs. J'ai rendu, I turned in. Now that's not a full sentence, so we should probably add something. So j'ai rendu mes devoirs, for example. I mean, be creative here, but you know the kind of words that are here because they're all pretty straightforward. Le tableau you can use. You could say le crayon for prêter. And make sure, if you're not sure what prêter means, look it up. It's on your vocab list. D'accord? The child poser means to ask. So what do you ask? A question, une question. So, be logical as you're doing this. D'accord? Next is some practice with the imperative and commands. So first is just a review. L'impératif et des commandes, imperative and commands. Pour chaque colonne, for each column, choisis un des verbes donnés, choose one of the given verbs, et écris-le dans les commandes différentes sur le vide, and write it in the different commands on the blank. So I could choose to choose, decide, or stop, either one of them. Now the second person, you should know first person is I, second person is you, third person is he or she. So the second person, singular or familiar. So basically the two form, if I want to say stop, if that's my choice, if that's the verb I'm going to use, because again, it says you can choose either décider or arrêter, I would say arrête. That's in the second person, singular. Remember, according to your notes, that when you go to conjugate it, usually tu arrêtes has an S on the end. However, the command form does not. It's different. So you have to remember no S there. Yes, it will be wrong if you forget the S. I'm sorry, if you add an S. Second person, plural or formal, arrêtez, right? First person, plural, let's. How do you say let's? Make sure you go back and watch that video because I'm not going to reteach all of that now. But, it's when you say let's, you're talking about us. It's the new form, and you just say it. On, now I'm going to say this because sometimes I have people who just conjugate the verb with on. On is not the imperative anymore. Only those first three are the imperative. On is just another way to give a command. So you can say on arrête, meaning people stop, one stops. let's stop. D'accord? It can mean any of those things. On is just like a general term. Same with il faut. You learned that in the first unit. Il faut, and then the infinitive. D'accord? It's a modal verb, so gotta stop. Il faut arrêter. D'accord? So go through all those. Remember that IR verbs. The conjugations are IS, IS, IT, ISSONS, ISSEZ, ISSENT. D'accord? So be careful with that. Voilà. All right. Exercice 23. Les ordres. Donne un ordre dans l'impératif avec le sujet suggéré, with the suggested subject, le sujet suggéré. Utilise le lexique pour choisir le bon verbe et son complément. So look at the picture and make a command using a verb over on the left-hand side and then something from over here. So in number 1, I see a boy reaching for a pencil. I see over here for the complements to the verbs, I see on page 30, to the rule, your desk, a pencil. So maybe something with a pencil. I see cherche, you could say look for your pencil, look for a pencil. Débarrasse means to clear off. I know that they gave that as a command in the junior high. So if you don't remember that, débarrasser means to clear off, like clear off your desk. Écoutez, listen to your pencil. No, obey your pencil. Don't touch your pencil would seem like a bizarre command for her to give. And turn your pencil. Okay, so that doesn't make sense. So let's say look for a pencil, and we're talking to a child, so we're going to use the to form. Now, to, that's E-E-S-E, right? So shouldn't be E-S? No, again, no S in the command form. So cherche un crayon. Look for a pencil. That's a beautiful sentence. Look at that. Okay. Oh, put away your phones. I see. Like that one. Okay. What is this one going to be? Oh, listen to the presenter. Okay. Well, all right. I'll let you guys figure that out. Exercice 24. Des conseils. Des conseils means advice. It says, complète les échanges en donnant les formes imperatives, giving the imperative forms des verbes dans le lexique, of the verbs in the word bank. Fais attention à la personne pour chaque verbe. Pay attention to the person for each verb. So are you talking to tu, vous, nous, etc. Il y a peut-être plus qu'une réponse correcte. There's maybe more than one possible right response. So Frédéric says, est-ce que je veux la glace à la fraise ou au chocolat? Do I want strawberry ice cream or chocolate? The glacier says, he could say buy. He wouldn't say borrow. He could say try as well. So these are not two people that know each other because we're in a shop. So it's going to be the easy form. So he could say, oh, acheter la glace à la fraise. Buy the strawberry ice cream. Sure. He could also say, essayez la glace à la fraise. Elle est bonne. It's good. There you go. That's it. That's what you got to do. Now, in the second one, you're going to use the to form because notice it's Eric talking to his teacher. D'accord? And I'll let you think about the rest of them on your own. D'accord? Exercice 25. La microgestion. Les élèves ont beaucoup de problèmes. Oh, microgestion means micromanagement. Les élèves ont beaucoup de problèmes. The students have lots of problems. Sur le vide, on the blank, écris la réponse du prof pour leur donner des conseils et résoudre leurs problèmes and resolve their problems. So give them advice and resolve their problems. Si tu veux, remplace les substantifs soulignés avec le bon prénom de l'objet direct. Oh, if you'd like, you can add a le, la, lay-in to say it. All right, so the example it gives is j'ai perdu ma copie. I've lost my work. The teacher responds, alors trouve-la dans ton cahier. So find it in your notebook. D'accord? And let's see, so it had up here, trouve ta copie dans ton cahier. You could have said that, trouve ta copie dans ton cahier. But if you feel ready for this, and I'll give you probably a bonus participation point or something in class if you're able to do the direct object pronoun on your own, that would be lovely. But let's look at number one together and see the two different ways we could do it. So the student says, Je ne pense pas que j'ai les bonnes réponses. I don't think I have the right answers. Go to the nurse, erase the lesson. From the board, probably. Finish your homework. Show your responses to me. There you go. So show your responses to me. We're going to, since we're talking to a student, conjugate it in the to form. Remember, no S. Montre tes réponses à moi. If you want to do it like that, that's fine. You're done. Otherwise, you could also, and you just get one participation point in class if you share one of those answers. Otherwise, what you can do is since it's show your answers, that's plural, you would say show them to me. Remember the word for them is les. Montre-les à moi. Show them to me. D'accord? So use your notes to help you out there. Voilà. All right, exercice 26, la classe en chaos. Classe in chaos. Regarde la salle de classe, donne des commandes dans l'impératif avec les verbes suggérés. So look at the classroom, give commands in the imperative with the suggested verbs. So you've got, all you have to do is change the order to make, All right, the first one for some reason is conjugated for you. We're going to say don't throw books. Now remember with negative commands, it's ne and pas goes around the verb. So ne and jeter, already. And then we've got les livres to add. So ne jetez pas les livres, and you're done. Do not throw the books. C'est bon. You're doing it just like that. You're going to conjugate these verbs, though. I don't know why that one's conjugated for you. If you'd like, I can go through and conjugate. Otherwise, you can pause the video and do the work on your own, and you're done. So the rest of them are going to be since it's tu, allume. Since it's on écoute. Since it's tu, it's going to be danse, no S. Since it's renverser, renverse, that means don't flip over the desks. Rigoler is don't laugh. So rigolons, because notice it's new. Frappe is with a tu. Yeah, you also have to remember not to actually write the tu in the vu. Metra, you have not learned how to conjugate yet, but it's vous mettez. It is irregular, but not for that. Il faut, you're going to have to use il faut and then use the infinitive. And then nu, there's a little key over here because to be is irregular. If you want to say let's be, it's soyons. D'accord? If you want to say let's have, in the next one, let's have some patience, it's, this is have some patience, it's ayez. And then enseigner with the vous form because you're talking to the teacher. Teacher class, enseigner. So those are all the verbs that you'll use. And then this is kind of annoying too, that the tu is here. I'm going to erase the words that you're not going to use. There you go. All right. With that, you should be good. So merci beaucoup.